I think we're running a record for 9 p.m. games, but still say a good crowd and then have our team play that way in front of them. I think we saw that a little bit at the beginning of the year, a long time ago. It seems like years ago at SMU and Marquette games, which are turning out to be great wins now, that we get it clicking offensively, and it leads to better defense as well. So Muhammad Ali did a great job on James Blackman, a terrific player. They had a really good team, and the breaks went our way an awful lot today. The ball went in, the ball bounced our way. A lot of good things happened for us, and we fed off of it. And just love the way we played wire to wire, a really good game.
Orion, you want to start?
You mentioned the defense Muhammad played on Blackman. I mean, you mentioned in the past that you wanted to see him become a stopper
Yeah.
on defense. Do you feel he's close to that, or has he?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if kids go into college saying, "Oh, I'm going to be a defensive stopper." You know, they want to be the leading scorer, and it's really it's difficult to have kids have that mindset. But everybody needs everybody to do something. Like DJ going to offensive rebound. That's probably not what he wants to do, but that's what's if he's going to help us win, and he's going to make a living playing basketball. He ain't going to be just a 6'10" shooter. So there's jobs everybody has to have on his team. That's the one we want Muhammad to embrace, and it's all about an attitude. He had it today.
Chris?
Up 35 with about 3:21 to go, Derek takes a charge. Is that kind of
Yeah.
indicative?
No, huge. You haven't seen that as often from our guys. I thought there was another one too. We said we were very handsy in the beginning, and we say any foul we're going to have late is going to be right here, right in us. And he took one right there. It's just and we had another one I think from Muhammad. I mean, we really did a good job of just trying to stay in front of them, and they're difficult to stay in front of. You see, they're averaging 80 points a game. They still shot the heck out of it, but we created enough turnovers so that they didn't have enough shots at the basket to win.
John?
They were starting to creep back in the first half, cut it to 12.
Yeah.
But every time you seem to have an answer. You want to talk about the kind
Well, I
of.
think the ball bounced our way a few times too. We made some shots. I've seen Mo shoot that Dirk Nowitzki shot now 50 times in practice. It's the first time I've ever seen him make it. So the ball was bouncing our way, but if he keeps making it, I'll let him shoot it. But the ball bounced our way a little bit when it had to, and it's bounced the other way for us this year, so we'll take it. I mean, they had a three that hit from Morgan that he never shoots threes, and it hit every bit of the rim and went in. We start the second half with a shot clock situation, and Muhammad throws one in. So I mean, things even out sometimes. You just got to stay focused.
Stay over here with Mojo.
John, the last 3 or 4 games, the way your team has played, have they found something sort of inspiration, and where did it come from?
I can't explain that right now. I do think that we have a better rhythm. We know who our players are. We know what is a good shot. What is the play. I think the coaches and everybody has a better feel for what Mo can do, what DJ can do, right? That Zach and Derek, we don't have to be so dependent on just them. And so I think that's probably what's happening offensively. And defensively, they see the numbers, and they don't like it. They don't like the challenge that have been put in front of us as that maybe we're not tough enough in the Big Ten, and they're embracing it and trying to do something about it.
Min?
This thing is in the first half, and you guys went to zone defense.
Yep.
You put Duncan Robinson and you drained a
Yep.
three. Is that part of the game plan to get your shooters on the court when they went to zone?
Yeah, but Muhammad's now shooting like a 37-30. He might be shooting close to what Duncan's shooting in league play. But yeah, we really think we can stretch people with him, and I like what Duncan did defensively. I mean, we went in there, and that's a tough team for him to guard because it's all downhill dribble. It's like the Calipari. It seems like, and I don't know, like the Calipari, dribble drive offense, and so that's tough. He did a good job, but yeah, no, when they go zone, you're going to see a lot of Duncan.
Brandon?
Dance Wall was the guy's name, I think. I think that's the name. I'm not sure.
Is there anything that you didn't like?
I didn't like that kid hitting those threes at the end. I didn't like that at all. He's a great shooter, and we watched him shoot it. I didn't like that, but that was about it. And I didn't like when we gave up a three to Bryant too, because Bryant, we told him he'd shoot it, and we sat and watched him. But it's all we'll take those. We'll take them.
Better with Andrew?
Yep.
Derek, very aggressive today,
Yep.
Especially good around the rim, which
Yep.
has sometimes been a struggle. I mean,
Yep.
has that been
Yeah,
something you've been
you
working
just
on?
look at his shooting percentage inside too this year compared to the last couple of years, and it's growing. He's worked really hard on it. His skill level, with his hand skill level, I call it, around the rim. There's an art to finishing around the rim, especially with the body on you. He's really worked hard at that. Yeah, and so he's finishing better there, and then that's big. But if he continues to have we know he's going to knock on wood, but we believe he's a great three-point shooter. The 2-point game is what, if he can shoot well from two, right, that's a really good sign for us offensively. And he did a great job defensively as well today, because Robert Johnson's a really good player. Their point guard, you know, he's a fourth-year guy. He played big minutes at Pitt. They're a good team.
Kevin?
Bo said just now that tonight felt like a game where they were finally rewarded for all the work that's been done on the defensive side of the ball. Is that something, did you see any?
You know, it's been a work in progress all year, and as I said, we're only probably 4 or 5 possessions away from some other good wins. But we did have some great possessions. We created turnovers by just being active. So it's a long way to go. I don't want to say, hey, here's a reward. There's no rewards yet. We got 10 more games to go. But what it is just a great feeling for those guys to know, hey, this is how we're going to win going forward. If we're going to win going forward, we can work hard on our offense, keep trying to score points, but defensively is going to be the key.
Stay right there with Brendan.
Actually, to kind of build on that, when you see the transition offense looks as good as it does,
Yeah.
you know, the ball doesn't stick at all, and
Yeah.
it's kind
Yeah.
of going like it. Are you able to use that as the inspiration for defense and see how much easier it is when
No,
you're able
yeah.
to play this way and defensive rebounding too?
Yeah, I think that's a tough thing for people put together. That if we defend and we get the rebound, we're gonna get the ball on the 30-yard line and we're going. But it's the hardest things for people to put together, that the reward for good defense is a fast break. Especially with a team like Indiana, who crashes the offensive board, sends 3 or 4 and sometimes guards. If you just defend them, you know, and box out, you're gonna have a fast break going the other way with teams that go after you and really go after the board. So it's important that we get that, and we did a lot of box out drills this week, believe me.
Back in front with James.
John, after a performance like tonight, you maybe wonder where this team has been.
You got a haircut? You got a haircut?
Yeah.
Really, it's good head of hair you got too, you're nice and thick, it's really good. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry. I was looking at you and I said, I never saw you before, and then I put it together,
No, after a performance like tonight, do you maybe wonder where this team has been all Big Ten season?
No, because it's, you know, I see it in practice sometimes. We had a really bad practice Tuesday, after like we had a couple guys take 2 days off their legs, they just lifted weights. And then we had a great practice yesterday. So that's what coaches do, we just watch it, and it's like, there's gonna be times where we look like $1 million, and there's a time we're not ready. Don't forget, DJ and Mo are really evolving, yet they are really playing the big crunch down minutes for the first time. And that's it. They're gonna do things sometimes that maybe they have to learn from. But we, you know, we're capable of a lot of things. A lot of teams are. You just watch the scores. There's always these spans right now that people try and figure it out. And you know, the world corrects itself at some point, and basketball does too. We just got to stay persistent, keep working, and let's see how this evolves. Because just look at that schedule. It makes my stomach sick looking at what's coming up. And so we just got to take it every day and see what we do.
Stay in the middle with Mark.
Obviously, the main 4 guys have been scoring all year, and then to get Duncan and Muhammad to be in there, I mean, is
Yeah.
that what you were talking about with the ceiling, the outlier?
Yeah, but yeah, if we can do that, if Mo can be, if Muhammad can be an outlier defender, and we just get a guy like a really talented player like Blackman and shut him down, that's something we've never been able to do. Karras could do a little of that sometimes. He did a great job of that. Tim Hardaway, as he later on became a really good defender. So we've been able to do that. Zach Novak would take a guy on. Stu Douglas was really good at it. So getting somebody like that. And then Duncan, you know, at the beginning of the year, there was a mystery. Was he going to make shots or not? And I want him to shoot it every time he gets it. I just want to let it ride because I see it in practice, but he can't come off a screen and say, am I open? He's got to think he's open and turn down the shot instead of measure it. So that's what something like that is going to be huge for us. Mark coming in and hit a three, that was good.
Is tonight this ceiling, or do you see things in practice that there's still another level?
There's always another level. There's always a level with all these guys. I mean, I came out second half and DJ hadn't made the three yet, and I just said, DJ, because they had the matchup, they put Brian on him. You're going to have to make threes right now. And he's at that point now where I feel good about dialing him up. He's at that point. Because he's doing it in practice every day. Yesterday we ran one play and we didn't even run it today. It got him open and he nailed it. But somebody ran a wrong cut and he came off and we ran it again, he nailed it again. So it's like, all right, you're starting to get this thing.
Chris?
DJ with 4 blocks, and he's starting to mix it up in there a little
Yeah.
bit. You talk about grit, is he starting to turn the corner?
Yeah, there's no question about that. He's come a long way, like all our players usually do. He's come a long way in that. And as we've discussed many times, not a lot of grittiness comes in the door sometimes. I don't care where people are. I don't care where they're playing. And so he's coming in, he's growing in that area. And what I'm telling you is he's so coachable right now. He gets it. He's on a mission right now to be the best player he can be so he can help this team.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.